Understanding how AI works is so important, especially if you are against it. An article on Bloomberg titled "The Doomsday Scenario Nobody Talks About." To have conversations about the future of taxation and policy, you need to be aware of the technicalities of AI. The second order effect of AI, automating away jobs, is that income tax disappears. Income tax brings in 7 times more than corporate tax from mostly white-collar workers. If AI agents replace us, then the US is going to have a scary income deficit. So what if we tax the AI agents instead of humans? For each AI agent that replaces a human, the government takes a cut from the company. However, there are issues involved. AI agents are just API calls. An API call is a request sent from a client, such as a web browser, mobile app, or another server, to an API endpoint to perform an operation, so presenting that desired information on screen. Meaning this is geographically very flexible. A company could just reroute all of its calls through a country that taxes less, or that encourages companies to relocate completely. 2. AI usage in the future will be run on local devices using open weight models instead of in the cloud like ChatGPT or Claude. So instead of sending your voice, image, or text data to a server hundreds of miles away, the computation happens right where you are. So first, training occurs. Training an AI requires massive amounts of data and computing power, which is why training mostly stays in the cloud. Inference is the act of using the trained model to make predictions or decisions. Think of it like applying the knowledge learned through training. So on-device AI focuses almost exclusively on inference. Standard processors struggle with the heavy computational demands of neural networks, so modern hardware. This employs specialized acceleration to speed up local inference. Hardware manufacturers now include neural processing units and specialized AI chips directly on device motherboards. This makes usage tracking harder because there is no shared service area like the data center to monitor. It is becoming basically impossible to separate conversations about policy and ethics from the technical mechanics of AI. If we want to guide future policy in the right direction, we shouldn't just let AI pill tech bros have these conversations. So why are corporate tax rates getting lower? Corporations were allowed to lobby governments to roll back all forms of unionization and employee protection programs. This created a strict class segregation and, of course, late-stage capitalism. They then lobbied to lower corporate tax rates. Perhaps the answer is staring at us in the face. Socialism, taxing aggressively on large corporations. What we are currently facing is essentially neoliberalism, valuing free markets and minimal government intervention in the economy. It is unlikely the US will ever allow taxing on unrealized capital gains. These are potential profits on paper that occur when an asset market value rises above its original purchase price, but the asset has not been sold for real cash. So this is paper appreciation. A lot of people say, well, why don't we just tax the billionaires? To tax this is to ascribe permanence to which is provisional, something that is entirely theoretical. Taxation must attach to real economic events, transactions in which real value has been transferred, liquidity generated. Liquidity is the ease with which an asset or security can be converted into cash. To tax notional appreciation is to sever the link between tax liability and economic capacity, therefore to undermine the very legitimacy of the tax system itself.